Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. I'm Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. An exhibition contest coming up between the Chiefs and the Broncos. An interesting matchup at quarterback tonight.
Gus, I don't know if you remember, but there was a period when Josh McDaniels had just come to Denver that no one was really quite sure of who the quarterback was going to end up being. And there were some rumors that he wanted Matt Castle from the New England Patriots. Of course, he worked with him there. But then that didn't come together, and Cutler ended up being dealt, which brought Kyle Orton to the Broncos. So I'm sure somewhere in the back of Matt Castle's mind, he's wondering what would have happened had he had a chance to quarterback the Denver Broncos. Well, today at least, he's on the same field with the Broncos, and this should be a good one.
All right, great story. Let's send it down to the field. Here's the pass. Goodman. Got it! Charles was there to bring him down.
You know, this DB is one of those guys that every time I watch him on tape, I'm always surprised he doesn't have more interceptions because he's so quick with his feet and gets in great position.
And it's 2nd and 12 yards to go. Ball on the 21-yard line. Good coverage downfield. It's a pick. Makes a cut, and he will be hit and dropped. First down and 10. Ball on their own 28. Inside give. Cuts back and he's dropped. Nice gain of 9 yards. 2nd down. Short yardage situation here. 2nd and a yard. Has a man short to his left. The stop was made by Doomerville.
Defensively, there's just not a lot you can do to stop those short little quick passes. You just have to try and stay out of those short yardage situations.
Castle pitches out to the left. DJ Williams was there for the stop. 2-yard pickup. That brings up 2nd down. They line up at the 43. And the tackle was made by Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I don't think that was a designed quarterback run on that one. He simply couldn't find anybody open, saw a running lane, and boy, that didn't stay open for very long either.
Jones gets the ball, and he makes it out to about the 47.
Hey, what we got?
It's 4th down. The Chiefs are lining up to punt it away. And the ball is down at the 5. The Broncos come back out looking for better results than their last time on the field. Rolls to his right. He's tackled at the 13. Pass complete for 7 yards.
Nice play there. It's only 7 yards, but that's the kind of underneath throw that eventually opens up some throws down the field.
Moves to his right. The pass falls incomplete. Eddie Royal was the intended receiver on the play. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. He gets off the throw. He's brought down at the 21.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
No, can't have that, baby. Can't have that.
And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Ball on their own 21. He throws short. He's wrestled down at the 36-yard line.
I always think it's kind of funny to watch those defensive linemen when the screen pass sails over their head and they turn and they look and they know they've just been had.
Passes it short. And he's tackled at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, really not much a defense can do when you get a guy that can throw the football like that. You know, you get yourselves in position defensively. You think you're in the right spot. You're going to make a play. And a guy makes a throw like that and you go, hey, that's a good throw.
Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a 1st down. Just barely gets rid of it. Brandon Stokely thought he had a secure catch.
Boy, that was a big hit. I'm not surprised at all he couldn't hold on to that one.
So, it's 4th down. The Broncos ready to punt this one away. And the ball is down at the 5. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt it away. Flips it out short to his left.
Just a simple throw and catch for a gain of 6. That's just the kind of passing play this offense is built around.
So second down, the offense needs about 4 for the first. Dumps it out left. Knocked out of bounds at the 13.
Yeah, you're not going to fool this defense on plays like that very much. At least he got the ball out of there, though.
Castle flips it out. They'll be short.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
He takes it out and is tackled at the 48. Buchalter gets the ball left side. Buchalter runs it for an 8-yard gain. And 2 yards away here on second down. Opts for a short throw. Demaryius Thomas was his intended target. He's dropped down at the 35. The defense couldn't figure out a way to come up with a stop on that third down attempt.
And let's give that big offensive line a little credit there. They knew they were going to have to drive this defense off the ball, and that's exactly what they did on that one.
Way to go, Rook.
Buchalter gets the call again. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. Short throw to the left. There's no score after 1 quarter of play here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. They got 3 yards to pick up here on third down. Here's the give.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
Denver is looking to go up by 3. The kick is good. Denver is ready to kick it away. Lawrence is deep, looking to return the kickoff. He'll take it from the 2. We'll get our first flag of the game. And I have a feeling this one is coming back. Lawrence is flagged for a hold on the play. The pass is away. Second down now following the incomplete pass. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Charles on the run. And he's tackled at the 22. Pickup of 4. That brings up third down. They line it up at the 22. Gets rid of it as he's hit. He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Matt Castle is certainly one of the most improbable success stories we've ever seen in the National Football League. And as he gets more experience, he just seems to get better and better.
The big gain through the air sets up the offense with another 1st and 10. Charles on the counter. Who's going to come up with this one? Denver has the football. The Broncos win the scramble. They take over. The Broncos will start this drive at the 36-yard line. Daylight. He makes his way to about the 45. On the ground, up the middle.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action, and there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Buchalter on the handoff. He's tackled at the 43-yard line. That's a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up second down. They line up at the 43. Buchalter, the ball carrier, and he's tackled at the 39-yard line. Buchalter gains about 4 yards on the play. They got 3 yards to pick up here on third down. They spot it on the 39. Looks left. Here's a short pass. Eddie Royal was the intended receiver.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
It's fourth down. The Broncos lining up to punt. Back to kick it. Fake! He's looking to run with it. They'll set up shop at the 39-yard line. He's searching for a receiver. Second down now following the incomplete pass. That'll make it second down with 10 to go. Castle hands it off. Pushing forward. Nice gain of 9 yards. And now it's third down. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. He reaches the 43-yard line. Searching for an open man.
Good job all the way around by the defense that time. Not only did they have the deep routes completely covered there, but they also had the check down well within their grasp.
He's going to pass.
Matt Castle is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
That brings up another third down attempt. He's loose and running strong.
The Chiefs get another big gain there. I'm telling you, I'm impressed with what they're doing right now in the running game.
He rolls out to his right. Charles was the intended receiver on the play. The pigskin. Oh. Short pass to his left. And that'll go for a loss of a couple.
Boy, that's just great anticipation by the defense there. They saw that play coming and were all over it.
The offense has looked very good on third down so far on this drive. Going 2 for 2. Let's see what happens here. Looking for a man. Touchdown, Chiefs. The Chiefs get the first touchdown of the game.
Dwayne Bowe has so much ability, and he's well utilized really in this offense. He's a hard receiver to cover, and there's really a certain toughness about him. He's going to fight you for position and for the ball.
And the point after is good. Kansas City is up by 4. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. And it's fielded at the 4. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. Pitch left. He's wrestled down at the 30. A 5-yard gain. Second down. Looks for the safe short throw. He's dropped down at the 49-yard line. Now we have a first down and 10 to go. Hammered as he lets it go. And he's knocked out at the 44-yard line. They'll need about 3 yards here on second down. Flips out short. He's brought down at the 7.
Even when a receiver is tightly covered, you have to find a way to get the ball in there. Make a throw that either your guy is going to catch or it'll just fall incomplete. Nice work that time getting the job done.
So a great opportunity for the offense here as the big pass play sets them up with first down and goal. Brandon Stokely was his intended target. So they'll need 7 for the score. Flips it out short to his left. Touchdown, Denver.
The passing game is really completely different once you get inside that 10-yard line. You don't have time to sit and hold the ball. That time he got it out quickly and got it in there for the touchdown.
Matt Prater tacks on the extra point. Denver is up a field goal. Time for the drive summary. We'd like to let everyone know that this is brought to you by Verizon. Denver, it's ready to kick it away. Charles is back to receive the kick. He'll down it in the end zone. The Chiefs were able to put a scoring drive together on their last time out. Here they come, hit, and it's loose.
It's not often that a fumbled ball bounces right back to you like that. That was just good luck.
Has a man to his right. Little flip.
Denver calls timeout.
Dwayne Bowe with his 4th catch of the game. He found some daylight. Denver will take a timeout. That was their 2nd timeout. Fourth down. The Chiefs are lining up to punt it away. Gets to about the 34 and is stopped. He's going to throw it. He's dropped down at the 43-yard line. They'll get 9 yards on the play. Goes through his progression. He's wrestled down at the 42. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 10-7. Denver will get it first here in the 2nd half. He gets it back out to the 20-yard line. Hit and drop behind the line. And they go from their own 18-yard line. Short throw to the left. Tip pass, and it's picked off. That last interception is 2nd of the game.
And that time he just got caught. He stared down the receiver. The defense saw him, jumped the throw, and made the pick. Good play on the defensive side.
Kansas City holds a 4-point lead. This is a good opportunity to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. And he gathers it at the 6-yard line. The Broncos Turn the ball over on an interception their last time out. Hands it off. He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. That brings up second down. Sweep left.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Run, right side. Gains his way to the 46-yard line. He goes down. Sack. Dumps it out left. Brought down behind the line. Nothing doing on that play. It's now 3rd and 12. Surveys the field. He's looking over the top. He's tackled at the 9. Demaryius Thomas now with 4 catches in the game. First down and goal for the offense now after that big pass play. Short pass to his left. 4-yard gain on the pass.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
Checks down to the short pass. 3rd down coming up after that incompletion. Third and goal with the lead within reach. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those. And, yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
Castle flips it right.
Well, risk reward, anytime you're talking about running the halfback on a sweep, when you get out there, if you can't get that edge block, you take a chance on giving up yardage, and that's exactly what happened there.
He doesn't get back to the line. It's a loss of 4 yards, and so it will be 3rd down. Offense sets up deep inside their own territory. So, ball on the 2-yard line. He passes it. The pass is broken up. What a play. Dwayne Bowe was the intended receiver. So, it's 4th down. The Chiefs ready to punt this one away. And that flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding. Pitch out.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
Looks left. Here's a short pass. He's dropped down at the 16. He's had a great game catching passes for 100 yards.
And 100 yards from any of your wideouts is a nice contribution. That really opens things up for your offense.
Short throw to the left. He's brought down at the 16-yard line. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash, the greatest smell in the NFL. Passes it downfield. The Broncos started at the 35 and used 5 plays to get to pay dirt.
Kyle Orton got the job done there, and we've seen him do it so many times over the years. That's the thing with him. He comes through time after time.
And this attempt will give them a 3-point advantage. Matt Prater tacks on the extra point. Denver is up by 3 points. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. He gets it back out to the 20-yard line. He lets it go. The defender bats it away. Dwayne Bowe was the intended receiver on the play. They take over at the 20. They go with the run. He makes his way to about the 28. Third and 1 coming up on this play with the ball on the 28-yard line. He breaks away, looking for an open man.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
It's fourth down. The Chiefs are lining up to punt it away. They drop the runner at the 30.
The Broncos have to be happy with how their offense performed that last time around. That was some drive, and now maybe they come out a little more loose in this drive.
They line up at the 29. Short throw to the right. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. He did get enough for the first. It's 1st and 10. They snap it to the back. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And that's the end of the third quarter. The score is 17-14. The Broncos begin the fourth quarter with the ball, and they're up by a field goal. Here's the throw.
A missed chance to make a big play there. He seemed to get a little too excited and just made a really poor throw.
Good coverage downfield. Deflected and broken up. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
And those are the kind of big third down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Fourth down. The Broncos ready to punt this one away. Returns the punt from the 16. He makes it out to the 28.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
Dumps it out right. Flag on the play. This one will be on the offense, and if there was ever a time you don't want a penalty, this is it.
Repeat, second down.
He throws downfield. Parrish Cox was defending on the play. It's third and long, and at this stage of the game, there isn't much doubt that they'll be looking to air it out to convert. Tons of pressure. He's hit as he throws. Dwayne Bowe was his intended target.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
So, it's fourth down. They'll line up to punt this one away. Brought down just as he caught it. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. Short pass to his left. Squares his shoulders. Knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line. Gaffney is able to make his fourth reception. Second down and very short yardage here. They hand it off.
And I really like the discipline of this defense. You never see these guys trying to do too much. They control their gaps, and that time there was nowhere to go.
Third and one coming up on this play. Ball on the 46-yard line. Still looking for an open man. The pass is tipped away. Daniel Graham was the intended receiver. It's fourth down. The Broncos line up to punt. Returns the punt from the 16. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. On the ground with the tailback.
You know, not only the top-end speed, which is so impressive, but speed in and out of his cuts. That's the difference in a great running back. Anytime you can see a guy maintain that speed out of his cuts, that's a guy that has superstar ability.
Charles picks up about 4 yards on the carry. Second and 6 yards to go. Ball on the 38-yard line. Gets it away. Streaks down the sideline. They won't catch him. Touchdown and a late lead.
Chris Chambers has so much ability, and he's well utilized really in this offense. He's a hard receiver to cover, and there's really a certain toughness about him. He's going to fight you for position and for the ball.
And the point after is good. More than 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter, and the score, the Chiefs 21, the Broncos 17. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the NFL. He'll return it from the 6. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Denver breaks out their Wildcat offense. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. You would think they would be looking to conserve time right now.
Yeah, somebody may want to go over and whisper in the head coach's ear that, hey, coach, we are still behind here.
Rolling out to his right. He's got it. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. On their own 41-yard line. Flips it out short to his left. He's wrestled down at the 45. Jabbar Gaffney makes it 5 catches for the game. They line up at the 45. He rolls out to the right. It's broken up by the defender. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. We've got a 3rd and 6. Ball on their own 45. Dumps it out left. And he's tackled at the 47-yard line. Demaryius Thomas with his 6th reception. Looks to throw it. He's tackled at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 33-yard line. He's dragged down on the play.
That was impressively done by the Chiefs.
Following the sack, the offense is set up in a 2nd and 13 situation. A lot of movement down there on the offensive line.
Well, that's more than a little humiliating for an offensive lineman. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to hide after one of those. And, yeah, they know national television is going to be talking about them as well.
Passing situation for the offense here on 3rd down and long. Flips it out short. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
And it's in the end zone for a touchback. And they come back onto the field, still up a score.
Well, it's definitely late in the game, but I still expect them to come out and try and move the football down the field. I always thought as an offensive player, it's much easier to seal the deal on the offensive side than to have to be on the sideline and watch your defense.
Second and a yard. Ball on their own 29. And 2nd down now. Just about a yard to go. There are 2 minutes to go in this football game. Here's the give. The Broncos call a timeout. And that was their first timeout. It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 36. Castle hands it off. The Broncos will take a timeout. That is their 2nd of the half. That'll make it 2nd down with 10 to go. Ball on their own 37. Charles gets another carry. Streaks down the sideline. And that should just about do it.
That was a big-time clutch run right there to try and seal this game up. It looks like all they're going to have to do now is just sit on the ball.
After the big ground gainer, it's first down and 10. He'll get it again. Bannon picks the ball up off the ground.
Man, oh man, what a mistake that was. You'd expect one of your leaders to take a little better care of the football than that.
Dumps it short. He's wrestled down at the 48-yard line. They go with the no huddle. Searching for an open man. His pass will fall incomplete.
And when you're trying to go after one of those deep throws, you really want to give your receiver a chance. We've seen guys in the league so adept at making plays on the ball, but you can't make it when it's that far overthrown.
And that's a catch. Too close to call. Here comes the chain game. Yes, he got there. First down. Gets the pass off. And it's tipped away. Demaryius Thomas was the intended receiver on the play. Surveys the field. He's brought down at the 17.
The Broncos are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their third first down.
False start.
They might have mistimed the snap on that one.
Repeat first down.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
Brandon Lloyd takes a shot. Good defense.
That's just a big hit right there. No way the receiver could hold on to that one.
It's a pass.
Kyle Orton was simply trying too hard that time. He got a little excited and let that ball get away from him. That's something that you'll see from inaccurate passers from time to time.
Pretty obvious passing down here. The offense facing a third and long situation that they need to convert. The pass is broken up. What a play. Eric Decker was his intended target.
Let's go. Let's go with it.
Looks like they decided to go for it here. He's searching for a receiver. The defender tips it away.
Well, I certainly understand they felt like they needed to take a shot there. It just didn't work out. Give the defense a little credit for making the play.
Denver calls timeout.
They take over at the 20. So they line up at the 18. That's all from Kansas City. Highlights are coming up next. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Smell like a man. Man. Here's one for the highlight reel. It's the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.